Simba, you want some food? Simba, you going to eat? Are you hungry? You want some crunchies?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 8:15 a.m. and I'm brushing Stella. Stella has been needing me all morning. She's done it like 3 times now. The first time was when I was trying to wake up, like my alarm went off, and then Stella shows up and she started kneading my arm. And then a little while later, she started kneading like another area on my arm. And then just now, I got out of the shower, sat down on the bed, and next thing you know, Stella's here, kneading me again. You know, like making biscuits on me. And I was looking at her while she was doing that, and she gets like a faraway look in her eye. Like, it's like she stares straight into space, and it's like a non-focused vision kind of thing. So obviously she really enjoys it. Right now she's like totally rubbing up against me. She's really enjoying all this brushing today. Look at that, Stella. Look at all of that fur. So the weather has gotten a little bit cooler. Like yesterday was a little bit cooler, especially at night. She's purring. I don't know if you could hear it. Yes? Okay. See how she tries to direct the brush? See how she tried to direct the brush where she wants it? Oh, Simba just jumped on the bed. Simba says he gets brushed next. Okay, Stella, we done? Splash is making some kind of noise somewhere else. Okay, you're a happy girl today, Stella. Stella's a very happy girl today. Have you noticed that when you brush your cats a lot, sometimes they get a little bit lazy with their own grooming because they figure, oh, well, I'm going to be brushed anyway, so I'll just wait. Has that happened to anyone? I'm not saying that it's happened here, but I'm just wondering. Good morning, Simba. Do you want to be brushed? Simba, you're a good boy. Okay. You want to brush yourself? Okay. That's Splash is running around. Simba, you know your brother could be a silly boy sometimes, right? Splash is very silly. Splash has a really nice personality. I mean, he has a cute personality, but around humans, sometimes he's still very, very shy, so. Okay, Simba. You look so handsome today, Simba. And here's Boo. Boo just jumped on the bed next to Simba. And the two of them had no problems. I feel like maybe they're getting along a little bit better. But Boo still has like a major attitude towards Simba. Boo says like, I'm king of the jungle. You're not king of the jungle, Simba. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but Boo struts around the house. Like, all the cats have their different way of walking, and Boo, he struts. Simba prances. Splash scampers. And Stella, what does Stella do? Stella always walks with fierce determination. It's 1 p.m. right now, and Boo has been laying on the bed. And here's Stella. Stella's laying on the bed also. And she's using a pillow, just like a human. So what happened was, for like the past 2 hours, I've been trying to set up a live stream. And I am using new software for the live stream. And I had to set everything up from scratch. And I wanted to put some new features on it, so that took a while to get that set up. And just as I have everything set up and I'm about to go live, I get a notification that the battery's about to die on the computer. And I said, that's really weird because it's plugged into the power adapter, like it's plugged into an outlet. So like, what's going on? So I go to take the power adapter out of the computer, and let me show you what happened. When I pulled this power adapter out of the computer, it looked like this. And I was like, okay, well, there's obviously something missing. There's usually more than that little thin metal thing sticking out of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Here is the power port in the computer. And what happened was that the rest of the power adapter was stuck in there. And I could not get it out. Like, I tried a toothpick, it was not strong enough, it broke. Then I tried a paper clip, was not strong enough, it just kept bending. Finally, I grabbed this mini screwdriver that I have, and this is what finally got the broken piece out of the computer. And there it is. There is the broken piece of the power adapter that was stuck in the computer. Now, if I could not get this out, I would have had to bring the computer in for servicing and, you know, pay a lot of money for someone to get this out or figure out a way to remove that part of the computer and replace it. But thankfully, I was able to get this out. In my decades of having used computers, I've never seen anything like this. Like, I've never seen a power adapter break like this. Now, obviously, you can see where the cats have chewed this part, but for this part to just snap off like that, and that's a little crazy. So normally, like, this piece would go inside here, and this entire thing would be the power adapter. So thankfully, I was able to order a replacement on Amazon, and it should be here tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow though. And hopefully it will fit and hopefully it will work. And then we will be back up and live streaming again. Today for dinner, the cats are trying this healthy gourmet cat food. This is ocean fish and tuna entree. This is a pate, and this is from Blue Wilderness. The ingredients in here are ocean fish, fish broth, tuna, chicken liver, brown rice, natural flavor, fish oil, tricalcium phosphate, guar gum, carrots, sweet potatoes, flaxseed, salt, carrageenan, and then it goes into a bunch of vitamins and minerals. So this is one of the cheaper options when it comes to healthier cat foods. I think this was around $1.29 a can or $1.49 a can. It just depends on what store you're in, but it is in the $1 to $1.50 range. This will be the first time that the cats are trying this. Once a week, I try to give the cats some kind of fish from a can. Sometimes it's tuna, sometimes it's salmon, sometimes it's sardines. And today it is this ocean fish and tuna entree. This is what it looks like in the can. It looks like a typical pate. This is what the can of food looks like after I've mashed it up with a fork. It is a very soft pate, kind of almost like a creamy pate, but I'm still going to add some additional water to it. This is what it looks like after I've added some water to it. It's almost the consistency of a thick soup, so I will probably give the cats a few crunchies on top of this. This is what the food looks like on a plate with a few crunchies on top of it. Okay, is everyone ready to eat their dinner? Come on. You guys are gonna try some new food. Ready? Okay, eat your food. Splash smelled it and then he walked away. He wants to run upstairs. It looks like Boo's eating it, Stella's eating it, Simba's eating it. I'm gonna move Splash's plate over. Maybe he'll try it if I move it over. I just gave Splash his plate over there. Maybe he'll eat it. Splash has decided to try it. Well, it looks like Boo really liked this food. And I have to make sure I watch the plates to make sure Boo does not eat too much. So hopefully Simba and Stella will finish theirs and there won't be a lot left for Boo to finish off of their plates. Simba usually loves fish. Today, Simba had 2 dried sardines as treats. He's the only cat that really likes them, most of the time. Sometimes Boo will eat one and sometimes Stella will. Splash is doing a good job on his food. Looks like he likes it also. Simba just finished his, and now Simba's trying to steal Splash's. I just moved Splashes over towards him and Simba went back to steal it. Stella is finishing up her food. And Boo is done also. Good job, Boo. Good job, everyone. I'm glad you like this food. So that was 1 can split 4 ways. That was a 5.5 ounce can. It's 11:45 a.m. I just got back from running a whole bunch of errands, and one of the things that I did was shop for cat food. This is all of the meat that I'll be using to make a big batch of raw cat food. It will probably last the cats a month. I have 2 packages of rabbit legs. This is going to be like a little special treat for them. I have 2 packages of chicken livers. This is probably like 4 pounds of chicken livers. This is going to be divided up into portions and frozen. This is going to last for several batches of the homemade food. I also have 2 packages of chicken hearts. This is about 3 pounds of chicken hearts, and this will also be divided into portions and frozen. I have 5 packages of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Last time I made the food, I had 4 packages, so I have an extra package, so it should make more food. And then I also bought some organic free-range chicken drumsticks. I have 5 packages of these also. I would have bought organic thighs, but the only organic thighs they had were boneless and skinless. And when you make your own raw cat food, you want to make sure that there is the right ratio of bone to meat in the cat food. Now, in addition to making homemade food, I also bought some commercially made frozen raw food. I bought more of the Stella and Chewy Absolutely Rabbit patties. The cats get this as a treat. This is dog food. They don't eat this every day, but it's a very, very high quality dog food. It's 90% meat and bone, and vet is okay with that. And then I also bought 3 of these bags of the Nature's Variety Instinct raw chicken bites. Stella, Splash, and Simba love these, so I give these to them when I'm going away. I put these in the automatic feeders for them. It's a treat, and it's also they're also smaller, so they defrost easy in the automatic feeders. So all of this, so the 4 bags, these bags were $9.99 each, and I have 3 of them, so that's like $30. And this was like $35. So all total, this ended up being about $70 on 4 bags of the commercial raw food. And then all of the meat for the homemade raw food ended up being about $70. So in total, I spent about $140 on cat food today, and I'm fine with that because that is going to feed 5 cats for a month. I also bought a whole bunch of food for humans today, and this entire table full of fresh food cost me $25. It's 10 p.m. and I just looked out the back door and there's Hydrox. Hydrox is hanging out next to the pet cot. I still have not seen him hang out on the pet cot, but the other day I saw him go underneath it. And now he's laying next to it, so he's warming up to it. I think he'll like it. When the other pet cot was outside, the other cats loved it. Boo loved it. Stella, Simba, Splash, they all loved it. That one had a canopy on it. This one doesn't have a canopy, but Hydrox should like it. He just needs to give it a chance. Now, about an hour ago, I came home and I walked across the patio to get inside, and Hydrox was all stretched out in the middle of the patio. So I walked past him and he ran into the bushes and I came inside. And then I wanted to go back outside because I needed to get some stuff out of the car. And there were 3 raccoons near the feeder. And I don't know if it's that family of raccoons, but I haven't seen them in a while. Or if it was different raccoons or what. But I went outside and I stood on this, this stoop out here. And I said, "Shoo, like, go away." And I tried to get them to leave and they just stared at me. And they're like, "We're not going anywhere." So I came back inside and then the raccoons ate whatever was left in the feeder. And I had to go out the other door and around. So that's what was going on today. It's been an absolute crazy day, so I really did not get to film much at all. I was out most of the day and I didn't get back till later, and I want to get a video edited for today and posted. So yeah, I just thought I would film a little bit and show you Hydrox and what he's doing, and he's really comfortable right now and he's relaxing. And here's Splash. Splash has been watching me while I film Hydrox. Splash might come upstairs and hang out with Hydrox for a little while. I just posted a YouTube video and then I looked at the cats and I noticed that they're like freaking out. Like the cats are looking at something in the yard and I'm like, what the heck are they looking at? They're like all concerned. Now normally if it's a strange person that they don't know, they'll usually run away. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem to be a person. And I just looked outside and let me show you. Let me see if I could show you what I just saw. Do you see the deer? There's a deer on the lawn. So for the past few years, there's a deer that lives around here that limps. And this might be the limping deer. It might not be, but it might be. And yes, animal control knows about the deer, and they know that it limps. And last year I always saw it with its family. So the limping deer was always with another adult deer and a baby deer. I don't know if that was the deer that we just saw in the yard right now. Yeah, there are deer around here. And it's funny because earlier today I went outside and I saw a pile of poop on the grass, and I could not really identify what kind of poop it was. It was bigger than like cat poop or like raccoon poop, and I was like, I don't know what kind of poop it was, but maybe it was deer poop. So the deer just walked over to the next yard and a car came down the road, and as the headlights from the car shone upon the deer went running across the street into the woods, and thankfully the car slowed down and did not hit the deer. But I guess that's why deer get hit by cars quite often. I have no idea what Simba just ate. It was like he had a whole, like, just a big tuft of white fur. I hope he doesn't get a hairball from it. What you doing, Simba? Huh? Good morning, Stella. I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and Stella says she wants to sit at the kitchen table with me. Hello, Stella. You're so smart. Stella, you are such a smart girl. Do you know that? Do you want to eat? Stella, you want breakfast? Stella, you want some food? Stella, you want to eat breakfast? Do you? Simba just came running. Simba says, did someone say food? It's about 5:20 p.m. It's an absolutely beautiful day. And I've been out here cleaning out litter boxes. That's the last litter box. And I'm just gonna wait for it to dry a little bit, then I'm bringing it inside. But I thought I'd bring Simba outside and let him hang out. I was gonna bring Stella outside because she was hanging out by the door. The minute that I got the stroller out, then Stella ran away and went into hiding. So Simba came up and he was kind of looking around, so I thought I would take him outside and just hang out. Hello, Simba. How are you? The cats should really like the stroller. It's basically like a screened-in porch for cats. It's like a cat-sized screened-in porch for cats. So Simba's smelling everything, rubbing up on everything. How you doing, Simba? It's about 10 minutes later, and Simba has laid down. He's laid down in the stroller. And it looks like he's making biscuits on the bottom. He's kneading it. So he's obviously gotten a lot more comfortable, right, Simba? Me and you, we just hanging out, right? But we're gonna go in soon because I want to finish with the litter boxes, and then I want to wash out all of Hydrox's food bowls. Okay? It was nice hanging out with you out here, Simba. Maybe we could do it again sometime, huh? He's getting more comfortable. Hello, Simba. Okay, we're gonna go inside, Simba. Look who's waiting at the door. Look who does not look very happy that her son's outside. Hello, Stella. Stella's ready to eat breakfast. Hello, Simba. Simba's ready to eat breakfast also. So, okay. Stella, my hand is not breakfast. Last night, I went to bed without giving the cats any crunchies. Right, Simba? And I did it on purpose because I had just made some brand new homemade raw food for them, and they had a bit of a late dinner, and I just wanted to see what would happen if I did not give them any crunchies. So I ended up waking up around 3 a.m. and I got out of bed because I have an attic fan in this house, and I like to use that instead of air conditioning at night. So at night, if you open the windows and turn the attic fan on, it draws all of the cool air into the house, and I really like it. So I use that a lot of the times, and it has a timer, and it stays on for several hours and then it shuts off, right, Simba? So when I woke up, it was a little warm, and I noticed the attic fan had gone off. So I got up to turn it back on, and I have to walk across the house to do that. And as I was doing that, then Simba just ran up to me and, was at my heels the whole time. He was following me around. And the last time he did that was when I forgot to defrost the raw food. And in this case, I had the raw food in the refrigerator. So I said, okay, Simba, I'll take the raw food out. And I took the raw food out because I figured I'd be up in, 4 or 5 hours. So I'll just leave the raw food out. And also, he would not leave me alone. So I said, what do you want, Simba? You want some crunchies? And all I had to do was walk into the living room where the cats normally have their crunchies. And then Boo came running off the cat tower, and Splash came running, and I heard Stella jump off the dining room table and run to the living room. So the cats all got crunchies at 3 a.m. because Simba campaigned for them. Right, Simba? You campaigned for crunchies. Yeah, that's what you did. Because when I get up, you don't leave me alone. You kind of stay around me. It's really like he's like, hey, you forgot something. Hey, you forgot something. Hey, you forgot something. Right, Simba? You're a very smart cat, Simba. Yeah, you are very smart. I would say you're the smartest of all the cats, but then Stella might get mad because Stella thinks she's the smartest of all the cats, right, Stella? Stella, you might be the smartest of all the cats. But Simba's the smartest of all the cats also. You two are equally smart, right, Simba? Okay, you want some breakfast now? Somebody want to eat? You want some food? You want food? You going to eat? Somebody want some food? Somebody going to eat? Are you hungry? You want some crunchies?
I says, oh my God, it's law of attraction for sure. For
Why?
sure. Because if you had a pillow in your house and it looked like a cat, say a tabby cat, well, you have every kind of cat, so you don't know. And it's there, and then all of a sudden it appears at your front door. The exact same look. Exact, with the black around the eyes and the white in the middle, and the little pink like a nose, and the white at the bib. I said, oh my God, it's that cat. But I didn't give it a name yet. I don't know. I'm not going to give it Oreo because we had an Oreo cat. I haven't given it any name yet. So, but it's cute though.
Isn't this cat Malamar, or is it a different cat?
I don't know. I think it might be a different cat, because I don't know. I never remember Bellamar to look exactly like this one. I don't know.
Maybe you should name it Pillow.
What?
Name it Pillow.
Yeah. That's not a cute name.
It is 6:45 p.m. and this is Hydrox's dinner. He's getting half of a can of some turkey and giblets. He's also getting fresh water, and I gave it to him on his placemat today. The placemat has been like under the feeding table, but I moved it here right now. And let me show you where Hydrox is. Hydrox is in the bushes. Do you see him in there? He's just beyond the gate. See Hydrox? I guess this is his little summer home. It must be very cool in there for him because he's been there pretty much all day. He has a really good view of the street from here. And he has like a little bed that he made for himself. And right now as I'm standing here filming this, I'm getting a really nice cool breeze. So Hydrox probably knows where all of the cool breezes are, right Hydrox? I just scared him because I moved the gate. I think it's about 7:30 p.m. right now. I'm not sure. But I laid down on the bed to watch a little bit of TV and relax for a little while. And Boo jumped on the bed next to me. And he wants pets, so I'm giving Boo some pets. It's 85 degrees in the house right now. It was an absolutely beautiful day. I think it got up into the 90s, but the house stayed cooler. And I was giving the cats some fresh water a little while ago, and I was like kneeling down on the ground to kind of wipe up some spills. And I realized how much cooler it is at ground level than it is like, 4 or 5 feet off the ground. So the cats are much cooler like laying on the ground than being on top of a cat tower. I mean, there's a really big difference. I was actually surprised. I felt like it was air conditioned. I mean, that sounds really weird, but I was like, is the air conditioning on? Why is it so cool down here? And I checked and the air conditioning was not on. It's just that, hot air rises. So ground level stays much cooler. So that's why the cats, lay all stretched out in the middle of the floor. Because they're smart and it's cool for them, right? Today, Stella spent most of the day laying underneath the bed in Boo's room, and Splash was under there too. So all the cats had snacks in the afternoon. I gave Simba 2 sardines because he was looking for sardines. And then I gave the other cats each 3 bench and field treats. Boo, you're so soft. You have such soft fur.
you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.